Yo, okie dokie. I'm just gonna have a little look see at this. We're gonna start by reading this. Let's see what you're saying. Shoulder press felt good as scheduled. Weight could probably go up, but it was still a bit of a strain. I felt like gonna do another set before I leave. Methinks. Um, did you do another set before you leave? I mean, no worries if not. I think that was 36 plus the pin for 5 question mark. So, yeah, I'll put it up next week. But that's pretty solid. Hamstring curls, good weight, but did 2 by 7 instead. That's chill. That's chill. I've already looked at sort of all of this, and I've just changed it in my um spreadsheet of your information. So when it comes to the end of the week and I reprogram it, it's going to be all. I'll do it according to this. So don't worry. Bicycle curls ends up doing 23 instead, but was basically as much as I could do. I assume yeah. I assume that's for 5 still. I think I had you down for 5, or was it for 7? Let me actually double check that. Um. Bicep curls. Oh no, 2 by 7 at 23. Okay, that's chill. Uh, that's fine. In that case, if the weight's fine like that, uh, when it comes to reprogramming you at the end of the week, when it comes to any of like the machine stuff, so pretty much anything other than squat, bench, and deadlift, I will pretty much just say if you can just do either more weight or more reps, than you've done in the in this session or the previous session, then that's chill. If you're doing something like, if you did like 9 reps or something at a certain weight, and then next week you go up a weight and you need to come down reps, that's fine as well. That's progression, but just like that sort of thing, really. So it might be that you did 23 for 7, you might do 23 for 8 or 9, and then the next section afterwards you might do 23 plus the pin for 5 or 6. But I'll let you decide it now. I think you had a few sessions at the gym, and you'll sort of kind of understand where your strength level's at now. So I'm gonna give you the freedom to do that with those. As long as you keep on progressing and getting a little bit heavier each time, then I'm happy with that. Um, Lat raises went upstairs and there was no 6 kg, so did 8, went 2 by 5, and did an additional 1 by 3. That shit sucked balls. When you say that shit sucked balls, is that just the last set, or was it just like overall? Like, what were you just struggling with the 8 kg? Um, because in the event that it was just like overall struggling with the weight on all sets, um, hopefully there should be a 7 kg upstairs. I'd be happy to like do 7 kg instead, and we can start progressing that, and then hopefully within a few weeks, 8 kg will be achievable. But yeah, no, I'll do that all at the end of the week. I'll have a look at these deadlifts though. Let's have a little look.
Let's go, Dylan. Nice.
What did you say?
Go on, few more.
They're moving nice and easily, to be fair. They look easy. I mean, to be honest, they should kind of be easy at this point.
Go on, get a few
Like,
more.
they're not, they're not going to be tricky at this point. We're just making sure the techniques are fine and working up. And once your technique's down, if we can like keep that technique good, where as you get to heavier weights, then that's kind of the goal, really. As far as this goes, it looks like you are breathing, breathing.
Go on, few more.
Down, opening up, take a breath into your stomach. Really expand out sort of like abdomen.
Go on, get a few more.
One thing I would say, I know last week you did mixed grip. This week you're doing double overhand. I would say, in the event where like, if you think you're gonna get straps for deadlift, then you can stay doing double overhand because as it will get heavier and your grip will probably struggle before like the rest of your body does. You can use straps and that will just help you grip the bar, and then that's fine doing double overhand. If you don't think you're gonna get straps, well, I mean, I have straps, but I still don't use them when I'm doing like deadlifts really. Um, Mixed grip will be so much better in the long run, and I think trying to get the hang of it and getting used to it now will be good. Other than that,
Nice.
I would personally just bring in my grip a little bit so that my arms are like straight down. You've got like a narrow stance like I do. I've got quite a narrow stance, and what a narrow stance allows you to do is have your arms be directly like vertically down, which is just like that's the perfect position for like leverages and stuff like that for just lifting the most weight really. So I'd really be making use of that personally. But it's kind of what feels comfortable to you. It might be that if it's too narrow, then you struggle to get like your torso like through your arms at the top, and it can like mess up your lockout and that sort of thing. But yeah, but form's looking pretty decent. So I am gonna give you a couple of cues just to think about whilst you're doing it. So keep doing what you're doing at the moment. Maybe try the mixed grip and maybe try hands narrower. Completely up to you. But I mean, your head position's like relatively decent to be fair. Like you're not like really craning your neck up and that sort of stuff. That looks all good. Your back's looking like it's staying relatively neutral as well. I mean, it's fairly easy for you to be fair.
Go on, Filo.
But the cues I'm gonna give you is really think about like pushing through the floor with your feet. It is a hinging movement, so a lot of it's just sort of like you're taking your back from being like parallel with the floor to being perpendicular, you know, so you're hinging at your hips, but then it's also like some quads and stuff really driving into the floor. And along with that, think of bringing your hips through, and like there's a magnet on your hips and the bar's metal, and so your hips are like attracted to the bar, and you're just bringing your hips through, like really emphasizing that. That plus driving through the floor. Just think about those two when you're doing it. Um, just gonna see if I can. Oh, I am wrong. My bad, my bad. I mean, you are doing it to be fair, but just really thinking of like putting my hips through. Yeah, these are kind of sloppy actually. I think the weight's a bit too light on these to really even need to think about anything. But just like think about just like really like pushing your hips through and pushing into the ground. But genuinely, they look good, man. They look good and they look easy. So, we'll definitely be going up to 60 kg next week. It will still probably feel light. The nice thing about 60 kg is it doesn't matter whether or not you're using bumper plates or if you're using the weights upstairs. 20 kg on each side is the same size regardless. So you'll be like actually at the correct bar height. But yeah, sick stuff, man.